മനസ്സ് മനസ്സ് പറയും. ചില ബന്ധങ്ങൾ താനെ അരികിലെത്തും. മനസ്സിൽ ഒരു വാക്ക് മതി, ഒന്നായി മാറും.
എനിക്കും ഇഷ്ടമാണ്.
മനസ്സ് ചിലപ്പോൾ കൊതിക്കും, 1000 കൺകളിൽ ആഘോഷമാകാൻ. മനസ്സ് വലിയ ചലനങ്ങൾ സൃഷ്ടിക്കും, നിശബ്ദമായി. നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സ് പറയുന്നതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ബന്ധം, നമ്മുടെ പ്രണയം, നമ്മുടെ അഭിമാനം, നമ്മുടെ മൂല്യങ്ങൾ, നമ്മുടെ സന്തോഷം. ജീവിതത്തിലെ ഓരോ അമൂല്യ നിമിഷങ്ങളിലും മനസ്സ് പറയും. ജോയ് ആലുക്കാസ്.
Joy Alukkas, world's favorite jeweler.
You are amazing. You are unique. You are beautiful. You are the source of all inspiration. Strong, intelligent, and confident. You can rule the world and still be there for us. As a friend, a sister, a mother, or a better half. You never think twice before you give, because all you want is for us to smile. You are gold. You are diamond. You are pearl. So pure, so precious, so priceless. You are special, and you deserve the best.
Joy Alukkas.
Joy. Tell me if there's anybody on this planet who wouldn't want to be joyful in life. You could have all the luxuries with you, but if there isn't joy, then life would certainly be meaningless. All of us have names. Each one has a name that is being given to them when they are born. But there could just be a few handful who actually have their names that match their personality. And one such name is because of whom or is because of who we are all here. Ladies and gentlemen, the rare occurrence that I'm talking about where a name and the persona matches is Mr. Joy Alukkas. The embodiment of resilience and ambition, a man whose journey began from a very small town in Kerala, which is popularly called as God's own country in India, to where he is today building an empire in itself. A real life story of not just financial success, but a testament to the indomitable spirit that believes in converting dreams to reality. What sets him apart from many others is not the height of his success, but the depth of his humility. In a world where egos can often soar as high as aeroplanes, he remains firmly grounded, embodying simplicity in a way that resonates with everyone he encounters. His success isn't a shield, but an open door where he invites everybody to step in. His journey not just inspires with magnitudes of his achievements, but the authenticity of his character. He wears his simplicity like a suit, comfortable, genuine, and uniquely his own. Carrying the echoes of his small-town roots, not as a burden like many of them, but as a fuel that propelled him forward in life. People don't just respect him, but they are inspired by him and drawn to a leader who exemplifies that success and kindness can definitely go hand in hand. A story of not just financial conquest, but a narrative of human spirit's capacity to overcome, evolve, and inspire. Marhaba, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and a hearty welcome, or I must say with with a few tips of Arabic that I've had. Ahlan wa sahlan to this wonderful evening that marks the celebration of Mr. Joy Alukkas' biography, Spreading Joy, how Joy Alukkas became the world's favorite jeweler. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to this wonderful evening. And we are expecting a high-octane energy evening here. We all know that Mr. Joy Alukkas hails from Kerala, and the land of the UAE has predominantly a huge population of Malayalis. So I was just wondering if I could mix a bit of Malayalam as well. How many Malayalis in the house? Kai on the mollotu, please. Sure. Idoru 89.99% aanallo. All right. Ellarkum namaskaram. Thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful event. Each one of you being here is certainly very, very important and adds joy to the family of Joy Alukkas. Mr. Joy is known to all of us in various capacities. We have family who are here. We have the UAE government officials, trade partners, business acquaintances, employees, customers, friends. Some personal, some professional, a few who are a mix of both. I would now like to request a few of such special people to take stage and share with us their relationship and understanding of Mr. Joy Alukkas. First up on stage, I'm sure he owes a huge part of his success to her. The yin to his yang, and the names again. If it was a Bollywood movie, I think they would say Kudrat Ka Kamal, that we have Mr. Joy Alukkas and we also have Mrs. Jolly Joy Alukkas. So we have Joy and Jolly in the same family. Doesn't happen quite often. So ladies and gentlemen, please applaud as we welcome on stage the strong supporting pillar of Mr. Joy, none other than his wife, a doting mother, a grandmother, the binding force of the family, and the director of the Joy Alukkas group, Mrs. Jolly Joy Alukkas. Welcome you on stage, ma'am. And as she does, like I said, the entire family believes in their humble background, and Kerala itself is called God's own country for that very reason. Today is a very special day for them and the entire family, and she says she would like to speak in the native language of God's own country, Malayalam. So a round of applause, please.
മാന്യ സദസ്സിന് നമസ്കാരം. ഇന്ന് നമ്മളിവിടെ കൂടിയിരിക്കുന്നത് ഒരു വലിയ കാര്യത്തിനാണ്. നമ്മളിപ്പോഴും കൂടണ പോലെയുള്ള ഒരു കൂടലല്ല. ഈ ഗ്യാതറിങ് നമ്മളുടെ എല്ലാവരും ഒരു സന്തോഷത്തിൻ്റെ, ഒരു കഠിനാധ്വാനത്തിൻ്റെ, എന്തെന്നാ പറയുക, അത്രമാത്രം ഒരു സന്തോഷം തുളുമ്പുന്ന ഒരു ഗ്യാതറിംഗ് ആണ്. ഇന്ന് ജോയൻ്റെ ആത്മകഥ നമ്മുടെ ഇവിടെ പ്രകാശനം ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. അത് നമുക്ക് ഏറ്റവും സന്തോഷമുള്ള ഒരു കാര്യമായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് കരുതാം, സ്പ്രെഡിങ് ജോയ്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ബുക്ക് ഇവിടെ പ്രകാശനം ചെയ്യണേക്കാളും മുമ്പ് ഞാൻ ചിന്തിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു, ഇതിൻ്റെ പിന്നിൽ ഒരു വർഷത്തോളം ഇതിനെപ്പറ്റി ജോയേട്ടൻ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുകയും അതിൻ്റെ പിന്നിൽ കുറേ പേര് പ്രവർത്തിച്ചിട്ടാണ് ഈ ബുക്ക് ഇന്ന് മുൻപിലേക്ക് വന്നത്, സ്പ്രെഡിങ് ജോയ് ആയിട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ആ ജോയ് നമ്മൾക്ക് എല്ലാവരിലേക്കും പകരാം. ദൈവം നമ്മളെ അനുഗ്രഹിക്കട്ടെ. ഇതിൻ്റെ പിന്നിൽ പ്രവർത്തിച്ചവരെയൊക്കെ സർവശക്തി അനുഗ്രഹിക്കട്ടെ എന്ന് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. ജോയൻ്റെ ജീവിതയാത്രയിൽ ഞാനും ഒരു പിന്താങ്ങായിട്ട് എപ്പോഴും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അപ്പം എനിക്കറിയാം, എൻ്റെ മാത്രമല്ല പ്രയത്നം, കഠിനാധ്വാനങ്ങൾ, ജോയൻ്റെ വലിയ കഠിനാധ്വാനത്തിൻ്റെ പിന്നിൽ ഞാനൊരു കൈത്താങ്ങായിട്ട് നിന്നു. അതിന് ഞാൻ നന്ദി പറയുകയാണ്. അതിനെന്നെ സർവശക്തൻ ഉപകരണമാക്കി തന്നെ ഞാൻ നന്ദി പറയുകയാണ്. ഒപ്പം കൂടെ പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്ന എല്ലാ സ്റ്റാഫുകളെ ഓർത്ത് ഞാൻ നന്ദി പറയുകയാണ്. അവരുടെ കൂട്ടായ പ്രവർത്തനമാണ് ഇന്ന് ഞങ്ങളെ ഇത്ര ഉന്നതിയിലേക്ക് എത്തിച്ചത്. അതിന് എനിക്ക് വളരെ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. ഓരോ സ്റ്റാഫിനെ ഓർത്ത് ഞാൻ സന്തോഷിക്കുകയാണ്. പിന്നെ ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ നിൽക്കുമ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ആലോചിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു എൻ്റെ പഴയ കാലങ്ങൾ, എൻ്റെ വിവാഹ ജീവിതം. കോളേജിൽ പഠിക്കുന്ന കാലത്ത് എൻ്റെ ഒരു സ്വപ്നമായിരുന്നു ഒരു ദുബായ് എന്നുള്ളത്. അന്നൊക്കെ ഞങ്ങൾ കോളേജിൽ പഠിക്കുമ്പോൾ ദുബായ് ഞങ്ങൾക്കൊരു പറുദീസ എന്നാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ വിചാരിച്ചിരുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ എനിക്കങ്ങനെ ഒരു പറുദീസാന്ന് ഒരു വരനെ ലഭിക്കണമെന്ന് എനിക്ക് ആഗ്രഹം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷേ എൻ്റെ അമ്മയ്ക്ക് ആഗ്രഹം ഒരു ബിസിനസ്സുകാരൻ, നാട്ടിലുള്ള ഒരു വ്യക്തിയാവണം, തൃശ്ശൂർക്കാരനാവണം എന്നൊക്കെ ആയിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ വിവാഹം ഒരു തൃശ്ശൂർക്കാരനെ തന്നെ എനിക്ക് വരനായിട്ട് ലഭിച്ചു. എൻ്റെ പ്രാർത്ഥന അപ്പോഴും ദൈവം കേട്ടിരുന്നു. 2 വർഷം കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് ദുബായിലേക്ക് പോകാനായിട്ട് അവസരം ലഭിച്ചു. അങ്ങനെ എൻ്റെ അമ്മയുടെ ആഗ്രഹവും എൻ്റെ ആഗ്രഹവും സാധിച്ചു. അപ്പം ഞാനൊരു പറുദീസ സ്വപ്നം കണ്ടിട്ടായിരുന്നു ദുബായിൽ വന്നത്. അപ്പം എനിക്കന്ന് മോനുണ്ട്. അപ്പം ഞാനും മോനുമായിട്ട് പ്ലെയിനിൽ കയറുമ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ്, ഫസ്റ്റാണ് പ്ലെയിൻ യാത്ര. അപ്പം ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചു പ്ലെയിനിൽ കയറാൻ നല്ല സുഖമല്ലേ, മോനെയൊക്കെ നോക്കാൻ എയർ ഹോസ്റ്റസ് ഉണ്ട്, അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഒരു ചിന്താഗതിയിലൊക്കെയാണ് പ്ലെയിനിൽ കയറി. അവിടെ നിന്ന് തുടങ്ങിയ എനിക്കിവിടെ എത്തണ വരെ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകൾ ഓരോന്നായിട്ട് തോന്നി. അതൊക്കെ അറിയാമായിരുന്നെങ്കിലും ഞാനതൊരു ഫണ്ണായിട്ട് എടുത്തു. ഇവിടെ വന്നു 3 പ്രാവശ്യം, ആദ്യത്തെ പ്രാവശ്യം വിസിറ്റ് വിസയിൽ വന്നു, വീണ്ടും തിരിച്ചു പോകേണ്ടത് ഒരു അവസരം വന്നു, വീണ്ടും വിസയ്ക്കായിട്ട് ജോയിട്ടം വരണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോഴും ഇവിടെ വന്നപ്പോൾ ഇത്തിരി ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ടായി, പിന്നെയും തിരിച്ചു പോകേണ്ടതായിട്ട് വന്നു, പിന്നെയും ഇവിടെ വന്നു, അതിനുശേഷവും തിരിച്ചു പോകേണ്ടതായിട്ട് വന്നു. യുദ്ധത്തിൻ്റെ സമയം. അപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി ഈ പറുദീസയിൽ കഠിനാധ്വാനം ചെയ്യാണ്ട് ഒരാൾക്കും പറുദീസയുടെ ഗുണം അനുഭവിക്കാൻ സാധിക്കില്ലെന്ന് എനിക്ക് ധാരാളം മനസ്സിലാക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചു. അങ്ങനെ ഈ പറുദീസ അനുഭവമൊക്കെ വിട്ട് കഠിനാധ്വാനത്തിലേക്ക് പോകണമെന്നുള്ള ഒരു തത്വം എന്നെ പഠിപ്പിച്ചു തന്നു. അപ്പം അത് എനിക്ക് ജോയറിലൂടെ തന്നെ നന്നായിട്ട് മനസ്സിലാക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചു. ആ കഠിനാധ്വാനമാണ് ഇന്ന് ഞങ്ങളെ ഈ ഉയരങ്ങളിലേക്ക് എത്തിച്ചതെന്ന്. പക്ഷെ പല മുറുമുറുപ്പുകളൊക്കെ ഞങ്ങളുടെ ജീവിതത്തിലുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഞാൻ വിചാരിക്കണ പോലെ ഒന്നും കാര്യങ്ങൾ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകാതാകുമ്പോൾ. പക്ഷെ എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി ആ സ്നേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ ഈ മുറിമുറുപ്പുകളൊന്നും ശരിയാവില്ല. ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ക്ഷമയിൽ തന്നെ നിന്ന് ആ മുറുമുറുപ്പിനൊക്കെ മാറ്റി അങ്ങോട്ട് ചേർന്ന് നിന്ന് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുമ്പോഴാണ് എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും വിജയത്തിലെത്തിക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിക്കുള്ളൂ എന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കി. അങ്ങനെ ഞങ്ങളുടെ ജീവിതയാത്രയിൽ ദൈവം ഞങ്ങളെ കൈപ്പിടിച്ച് മുന്നോട്ട് നടത്തി. ഇന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ ഉയരങ്ങളിലേക്ക് എത്തി. അതിനുള്ളിലൂടെ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് 3 മക്കളെ ദൈവം തന്ന് അനുഗ്രഹിച്ചു. ഒപ്പം 10,000-ൽ താഴെ സ്റ്റാഫിനെ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ദൈവം തന്നു. അപ്പം ജോയേട്ടൻ എപ്പോഴും പറയണ ഒരു കാര്യമാണ് എന്നോട്, നമുക്ക് 3 മക്കളല്ല, നമ്മളുടെ സ്റ്റാഫുകൾ നമ്മളുടെ മക്കൾ തന്നെയാണ്. നമുക്ക് അവരെ മക്കളെപ്പോലെ നോക്കിയാൽ മാത്രമാണ് നമ്മൾക്ക് ഉന്നതിയിലെത്താൻ സാധിക്കുകയുള്ളൂ. അപ്പം ഞങ്ങൾ അവരുടെ പിതാവും മാതാവുമായിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഹൃദയത്തിൽ നിന്ന് തന്നെ പറയാനായിട്ട് സാധിക്കും. അങ്ങനെ തന്നെയാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ പ്രവർത്തിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഭവനം അതുപോലെ തന്നെ തുറന്നു വെച്ചിരുന്നു. ആർക്കും എപ്പോഴും ഞങ്ങളെ കാണാൻ വരാനായിട്ടുള്ള സൗകര്യങ്ങളും ഞങ്ങൾ തുറന്നു കൊടുത്തിരുന്നു. അതൊക്കെ ഈ വളർച്ചയുടെ ഒരു ഭാഗമാണെന്ന് എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലാക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അങ്ങനെ കട വളർന്നു. ഞാനും കടയിൽ ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് പോകും. പക്ഷേ എനിക്ക് ആ ഒരു കടയിലുള്ള പോക്കിൽ എനിക്ക് വളരെ കാര്യങ്ങളൊന്നും പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റിയില്ലെങ്കിലും എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുന്ന അനേകം ജനങ്ങൾ ഇന്ന് നമ്മളുടെ ചുറ്റുപാടുമുണ്ട്. അവരെ സഹായിക്കേണ്ടത് എൻ്റെ ഒരു വലിയ കാര്യമാണെന്ന് എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലാക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചു. ഞാൻ എപ്പോഴും എൻ്റെ ഭർത്താവിനെ ശല്യപ്പെടുത്തും, അവിടെ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ട്, ഇവിടെ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ട്, എനിക്ക് പൈസ വേണം, അവരെ സഹായിക്കണം എന്നൊക്കെ. പക്ഷേ അതൊന്നും ശരിയല്ല എന്ന് എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി. ജോയേട്ടൻ എന്നോട് പറയുന്ന ഒരു കാര്യം, അങ്ങനെ ഇങ്ങനെ പൈസ കൊടുക്കല്ല, വേണ്ട, ഒരു സിസ്റ്റത്തിലൂടെ പോകണം. എന്നാൽ മാത്രം നമ്മൾ കൊടുക്കണ ഒരു പൈസ നന്നായിട്ട് എല്ലാ കരങ്ങളിലേക്ക് എത്തുള്ളൂ. അങ്ങനെ ഞങ്ങൾ ആലോചിച്ച് My50 എന്നൊരു ചാരിറ്റബിൾ ഫണ്ട് തുടങ്ങി. അതിൽ ഞങ്ങളുടെ സ്റ്റാഫും ഇൻവോൾവായിരുന്നു. ഒരു ദിവസം 50 ഫിൽസ് എന്നതിലായിരുന്നു. എല്ലാ സ്റ്റാഫുകളും ഇൻവോൾവായിരുന്നു. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഈവൻ ഹൗസ് മെയ്ഡ് വരെ അത് ഇൻവോൾവായിട്ട് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് നല്ല രീതിയിൽ ആ ഫണ്ട് മുന്നോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചു. ജോയേട്ടൻ അതിലേക്കൊരു വലിയ തുക ഇട്ടിരുന്നു. അതുപോലെ പലരെയും സഹായിക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചു. അതുപോലെ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് 100-ലധികം മക്കളെ നാട്ടിൽ വിവാഹം ചെയ്ത് കൊടുക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇതിലൂടെ പല പ്രസ്ഥാനങ്ങളും നമ്മൾ ഇതിലൂടെ വന്നു. അതിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ 2004 ഒരു ബ്ലഡ് ഡൊണേഷൻ തുടങ്ങി. അതിൽ ഇന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ 3000-ലധികം യൂണിറ്റ് ബ്ലഡ് നമ്മൾ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതിൽ 167 പ്രാവശ്യത്തിൽ കൂടുതലായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ബ്ലഡ് ഡൊണേഷൻ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു നല്ല കാര്യം ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അനേകം പേര് ചില സമയത്തൊക്കെ ഓപ്പറേഷൻ വേണ്ട അവസരങ്ങൾ വരുമ്പോഴൊക്കെ ബ്ലഡിന് വേണ്ടി ഞങ്ങളുടെ കടയിലുള്ള സ്റ്റാഫിനെയാണ് വിടാറുള്ളത്. അതും നാട്ടിലും ഏറ്റവും നന്നായിട്ട് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് സാധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ എല്ലാത്തിൻ്റെ പിന്നിലും എല്ലാവരുടെയും കൂട്ടായ പ്രവർത്തനമാണെന്ന് എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലാക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. പിന്നീട് ഞങ്ങളുടെ വളർച്ചയിൽ പല മേഖലകളിലും ഞങ്ങൾ മുന്നോട്ട് പോയി. ഞങ്ങളുടെ എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളിലേക്കും ഞങ്ങൾ നാട്ടിലേക്ക് പോയപ്പോഴും ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് അവിടെ അനേകം പേരെ സഹായിക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ ഞങ്ങൾ അവിടെ നാട്ടിലായിരുന്ന സമയത്ത് ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഭവനം തന്നെ ഒരു വലിയ ഭവനമാണ് പണിതത്. അപ്പോൾ അതിലേക്ക് ഞങ്ങൾ കുറേ എല്ലാ ഒരുവിധം ഞങ്ങൾ ആ ഭവനത്തിലേക്ക് സ്പെഷ്യൽ നീഡ്സുള്ള മക്കൾ, അങ്ങനത്തെ കുട്ടികളെ ഞങ്ങൾ കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് അവിടെ കളിപ്പിച്ച് പോകാറുണ്ട്. അങ്ങനെ ഞങ്ങളുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ പലതരത്തിൽ ദൈവത്തിന് ഇഷ്ടത്തിനനുസരിച്ച് പ്രവർത്തിക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചു. എല്ലാത്തിലുപരിയായി ദൈവത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു വലിയ കരം പിടിച്ച് മുന്നോട്ട് നടന്നതുകൊണ്ട് എല്ലാ മേഖലകളിലും ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് താങ്ങും തണലായിട്ട് ദൈവത്തിൻ്റെ കരമുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. പിന്നെ ജോയൻ്റെ എല്ലാ കഠിനാധ്വാനത്തിലും ഞങ്ങളുടെ കൂടെ, ഞങ്ങളുടെ സ്റ്റാഫിൻ്റെ കൂടെ എല്ലാ പ്രയത്നങ്ങൾക്കും മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുവാനായിട്ടെല്ലാം ഞങ്ങളെ സർവശക്തൻ സഹായിച്ചതിന് നന്ദി പറയുന്നു. ഇനിയും അനേകം കാര്യങ്ങൾ പറയാനുണ്ട്, പക്ഷേ അതെല്ലാം പറഞ്ഞാൽ സമയം കൂടുതലുകൊണ്ട് അതിനെല്ലാം ഞാൻ നിർത്തുന്നു. എല്ലാത്തിനും നന്ദി പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ വാക്കുകളെ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുന്നു.
A round of applause. When she had to come on stage, she did have those two chits of paper, and I asked her if she wanted to refer. She said, if I miss a few points, I'm not a pro at this, I may miss a few points. But she started on a note, and until the last, I think 30-40 seconds, she didn't even glance at the paper once. So you're a rock star. Please clap for Amachi, who's a rock star. It proves why you are that for the family. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Of course, every girl has a dream when she's growing up that she wants that Prince Charming to come and take her into the land, and the land of gold. Dubai has always been that point of attraction for the Keralites, and she's to summarize what she just said, she spoke of how she always dreamt that she wants a Trishur boy to get married to her and then take her to Dubai. She did come here with Mr. Joy, but realized that life is not very rosy as it turns out to be. But with all the hardships that they face, what they realized was that if you really put in your hard work, you can really succeed in life. And they say they just don't have 3 children, but all the 15,000 employees of Joy Alukkas are children for them as well. So she's a mother to all of them there. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your insights on the journey of the both of you in this country. And now we move on to, they say a daughter, no matter how old she grows, always remains a princess. No matter she gets married, then she has a daughter, she has a son, she has kids, she's always a princess, she's always that daughter. To tell us a little more about Mr. Joy Alukkas as a father, and also Appan as they very fondly call him at home, may I have the pleasure of requesting the elder daughter, Mary Anthony, to please join us on stage. Academically, of course, she's pursued a master's in international business from Coventry University, United Kingdom, serves as the director of the Joy Alukkas group. But from you, I keenly await to know a little more about the personal aspect of what it is like to be at home with Mr. Joy Alukkas.
Thank you, Madhu, for the wonderful introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, today is a momentous day in the life of our family as we gather here to celebrate the publication of my father's autobiography. It is truly an honor for me to stand before you and say a few words about this incredible man who has poured his heart and soul into these pages. My Appan has always been a source of my inspiration. He's been my mentor, my guide, and my role model. His life story is a testament to the power of determination, resilience, and pursuit of one's dreams. It's a story that I've had the privilege to witness up close, but today it is shared with the world. When I look back to my childhood, I recall an incident during one of our holiday trips as a family to America. Few days into the trip, my Appan gets a call, a very important call that is. He attends to it, speaks for a few seconds, and then hangs the call and tells us that he has to return to Dubai immediately. He wouldn't say much about the matter discussed over the phone, maybe because we were too young to understand it back then. So then we would carry on with the rest of the trip without him. In those instances, I would miss my Appan a lot. But now when I look back, I'm able to understand his absence was because he was very much committed and dedicated to achieving his goal, his dream. Appan is truly a visionary, a hard worker whose phone is never switched off, even during holidays. He's always available on the other end of the line. From his humble beginnings to the heights of his achievements, my Appan story is a reminder that greatness can be achieved by anyone with a dream and the will to chase it. In this book, you will witness the trials and tribulations he faced and how he overcame them with grace and determination. You will learn how he turned obstacles into opportunities. This autobiography is not just a book, it's a legacy that I'm very much proud to be a part of. I'm reminded of how proud I am to be the daughter of such an extraordinary man, the world's favorite jeweler. Also, on a personal note, my dad isn't the one who knew how to express his emotions towards his children. I think that's a trait he inherited from his dad, my Appan. In spite of all the demands of running a business, I believe we were always the center of his world. Appa, your story has the power to inspire generations to come. Your words will serve as a guiding light for those who have dreams, and they will learn that with unwavering determination, anything is possible. I am so incredibly proud of you, and I cannot wait to see the impact your autobiography will have on the rest of the world. So let us put our hands together for this incredible man and celebrate this day not just as the publication of a book, but the sharing of a remarkable life, a life that has touched us all. Congratulations, Appa, on this incredible achievement, and thank you for sharing your journey with us. I cannot wait to read this book to my children. We love you, and we are so proud of you. Thank you.
I cannot believe that a daughter is being so very nice and not giving us any stories from home. Something spicy. കുറച്ച് എന്തെങ്കിലും masala stories ഒക്കെ. Growing up, I'm just curious to know, okay? Joy sir ഇങ്ങനെ സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഒക്കെ നല്ലൊരു jolly face ഒക്കെയാണ്. പക്ഷെ Appans are always Appan. As you were growing up, you shouldn't go out of the house after 9 o'clock. അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നോ?
Of course. All that used to be there. As a dad, he was quite a strict dad.
Oh.
But there was reasons to it behind that as well.
But
He wanted us to be disciplined.
I just happened to come across this page where it said that his father was very specific about cleanliness. ഒരു ചെറിയ paper ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലും പിന്നെ you're gone. So വീട്ടിൽ അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ആയിരുന്നോ? That all of you have to be very neat, speck and neat.
That is very true.
Punishment എന്തായിരുന്നു if you miss?
Punishment ഒന്നുമില്ല. He used to be very strict with the way he told us that everything has to be clean and tidy. Ada bookilum undu if you read the book very well. I think it's something that you should understand from my granddad.
Yes.
And that trait has gone down to him.
So it goes
and
to your
then
kids
to
as well.
My brother, myself, my sister, we are all into cleanliness.
All
Thanks
right,
to him.
great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Maybe a round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. The eldest daughter sharing us a few snippets from their normal lives. 15,000 employees, starting from Thrissur to where they are today, with branches across countries. We now have the employee perspective of what it is like to be associated with Mr. Joy Alukkas. May I have the pleasure of requesting Justin Sunny to please join us on stage. One of the few senior employees who joined the group in 1993, starting with his career in the Department of Sales, and has continued to grow in the company. Currently holding the position of GM Operations, Joy Alukkas Jewelry International, he has been a part of many milestones and the growth story of Joy Alukkas. One such story is narrated in the book as well. Let's hear from him. Oh yes, I think he handles a bit of security as well. I was just carrying a stapler to the venue and he wanted to know why I had a stapler with me. I told him it's all right, so I'm just using it to staple something and not harm anyone. Hope I've gained your trust, sir.
Thank you very much for the nice introduction, Madhu. Respected CEO of the Sharjah Book Festival, Mr. Ahmad bin Rakhag Alameri. Respected CEO of Strategic Alliance Partnership Sector, Dubai's Department of Economy and Tourism, Madam Laila Suhail. Respected Chairman of the Jewelry Group of Dubai, Mr. Tawhid Abdullah. Respected famous Indian actor, director, and producer, Mr. Tyagarajan. Respected CEO of the HarperCollins, Mr. Ananda Padmanabhan, and Managing Director, Mr. Sachin Sharma. Our very own respected Chairman, Mr. Joy Alukkas. Joy Alukkas Jewelry Managing Director, Mr. John Paul Alukkas. Joy Alukkas Exchange Managing Director, Mr. Anthony Jose. Joy Alukkas Directors, our valuable customers, and my highly dedicated colleagues. Respected dignitaries, Assalamu alaikum, good evening to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I am standing here on behalf of my fellow 15,000 plus colleagues from 11 different countries across the world. I received my copy, Spreading Joy, on 29th October through Amazon. After reading Spreading Joy, I would like to highlight some touching moments related to my 3 decades journey with the group. I would like to highlight the teamwork. The company was struggling with the One World Coin project, as stated in the autobiography. During that time, I was the country manager of the Kingdom of Bahrain. When I got the assignment of the One World Coin sales, I addressed the matter with the sales team. The team took on the project in a very positive spirit. I remember that the chairman was surprised with our wonderful sales achievement. He called me to Dubai and conducted a meeting with other country managers. His close monitoring of the product made everybody more alert. Bahrain achieved the first position of the One World Coin campaign. I also remember that one family came to Bahrain and they have been working with Oman for a long time. They were winners of the One World Coin campaign and got an S-Class Mercedes-Benz from Joy Alukkas, Oman. They transferred from Oman to Bahrain and said that they want to continue shopping with Joy Alukkas. Another page explained about chairman's determination, about his smoking, how he stopped his smoking. As the chairman highlighted in the autobiography, he stopped smoking with a day after receiving good advice from the customer. I witnessed that moment. He always makes decisions for any subject with a strong determination. Another fancy page of the book, the first page, is the Rolls-Royce story. It's an amazing story. We Joyalukkas employees have to consider the utmost care of the customer. Spreading Joy, in the first page highlighted the Rolls-Royce story. The chairman received ignorance the Rolls-Royce showroom. We, the employees, get a strong message from this story that we should not underestimate any customer. Another main essence of the autobiography, the success of the employees and the opportunity for the employees. Throughout the book, it's emphasized, highlighted the scope of the growth for the employees. The book itself highlighted that employees have massive growth. The examples are Mr. P.D. Jose, George T.A., Henry George, and myself. Also, so many people are working in the group with many decades. So many employees contributed their valuable experiences to this autobiography under the leadership of my colleague, Mr. Thomas Correa. I would like to conclude my speech on behalf of the entire employees by giving our chairman a big salute for this meaningful autobiography. Congratulations, Mr. Joy Alukkas, and we wish you all the best. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful evening.
We're also very pleased to have with us Mr. Tawhid Abdullah, and Joy Alukkas' association with him goes back to early 1990s when Dubai was positioning as a city of gold. A spirited industry leader who tirelessly shares his voice and insights to mentor a new generation of jewelers. He's also been a part of initiatives in setting up a self-regulated trade body of jewelers in Dubai. I welcome on stage, ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of the Dubai Jewelry Group and the CEO of Jawhara Jewelry, Mr. Tawhid Abdullah. Welcome, sir.
Good evening, everybody. I'm honored to be here. Thank you very much, Joy. I'm talking to you as a friend. I would like to tell you a real, factual story. Joy came from Abu Dhabi, I think, late 80s. Gulf War around the 90s. I was the founder with my family and the CEO of Damas. And the 22 karat business at that time, targeting the Asian community, Dubai was 0 rated as organized sector in the jewelry. So we were almost individuals with each other. I saw there is a lot of business. Joy came, I think, number 3. There was 2 other retailers, and I was in a business which is not related to the 22 karat, the Asian community, either North Indian or South Indian. But the business was there. I thought, looking for competition, looking for expanding my business, I decided to go to the 22 karat Asian South Indian community. So I picked up a couple of salesmen, I took a store, and I find it very interesting. And from there, this man is being my first competitor because he is a leader on that, and I am a newcomer. But at that time, probably I was more experienced into other segment, the tourist segment, the Arab segment, and the European and Arab expat, but not the 22 karat. So to cut the story short, my fighting, maybe that day when his lovely daughter is calling from Dubai, maybe he and I were fighting because we were all the time in a heavy competition. And we reached a stage of competing with each other to the stage that one point of a time, we are doing business to sell cheaper to one another. That didn't take me or him to a successful story. So what quality of that man I am here to witness is that he's daring. We fought for 3-4 years, non-stop, and he was financially solid. I am financially solid, and can you imagine 2 bulls fighting with each other day in and day out? So one day, I says, you know what? It's about time that we should create peace. And we met, we created the jewelry group, and he was one of the first pillars to come. At that time, I think Joy must have had maybe 7, 8, 10 stores. I had more or less the same. And the beginning of the successful, organized business industry on the jewelry on the world was created from that fight we have been having together. And there was the Gold and Jewelry Group born at that time. So we all came across a table and says, you know what? End the story to the world of war. We are going to play the game in a different way. We are going to unify the price. We are not going to sell below that. We are going to keep a small margin for us to survive, to recover the losses of the past years. And I can honestly, hand in heart, tell you, from that day, we have had agreed with Joy Alukkas to build a world-class organized sector of jewelry. We never look back. And I respect him because he was daring, he was honest, and he was fulfilling the promise he kept and keep his promise. And he is, and he was, and he will be a pillar of the jewelry industry and the successful story of Dubai, the world gold jewelry capital. So I thank you, Joy, and I wish you all the best. And really, you are a nice, kind, humble person. Thank you very much.
Shukran, Mr. Tawhid Abdullah. We're also very pleased to have with us Mr. Tyagarajan Sivanandam, a very popular face in India, of course, for the contributions that he's given to the South Indian film industry. But apart from which, his relationship with Mr. Joy Alukkas is that of business and beyond. In 2006, Mr. Joy and Tyagarajan got together for a larger-than-life project to build world's largest jewelry store, Joy Alukkas. What it was and how it has grown. Sir, can we please request you to join us on stage, please?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries, and all the invitees for this wonderful function. Joy is a wonderful man, simple, humble, and very intelligent. He takes his decision, he is not advised by anybody. He has given polish to the gold industry. He has created something very different for people who throng to buy jewelry. Whether it is birthday or marriage or any functions, now people prefer to go to Joy because the variety of jewelry he assembled from all over the world. He created, because right from his childhood, his family business was gold, and he has related with all goldsmiths personally. He struggled a lot, traveled a lot with goldsmiths, learned the art of the trade, understood everything. Then for everything he has to immerse himself, put his heart and soul in it. And he trained himself, and he knows how to handle when the hard time comes. I have to tell my story a little because I traveled the world as an exporter before coming to films. Around the world, everywhere, I found the jewelry stores were different. Very stylish, well-made stores. When I come back to Chennai, Mumbai, the jewelry stores are, 1,000 square feet, 1,500 square feet. People go, they feel shy. One or two jewelers in Chennai, or three or four in outskirts of Chennai. It's very difficult to carry your money, go to the jewelers, and pick up what you want. It was very difficult. And after some time, I became an actor, producer. I was traveling. And in my mind, I always wanted, because I came to Dubai, seen the gold souk, many jewelry stores. They were all very stylishly done. The interiors were superior, and the collections were amazing. So I thought myself, why should I not build a tower wherein I can house gold jewelry for the people in Chennai, across the world, to travel, because a lot of Malaysians, Singaporeans, they come to Chennai to buy jewelry. And there are no other place to go and do, and there is no car parking, there is no convenience. So my tower I built in my son's name, who is also an actor, Prashant Gold Tower. And when I conceived the idea of Gold Tower, I sent my daughter to gemological courses to GIA. She went to Carlsbad first to become the jeweler and then to jewelry designing. And all the campuses of GIA, she went and studied. I used to take her with me and house her somewhere, buy a car. And during that time, I will visit the library of all these GIA colleges, learned about gold, and visit all the jewelry exhibitions, B2B exhibitions, where the wholesalers come and display their product, and the retailers come and buy. There I found very few retailers are available in Chennai, not too many, but there are manufacturers who may not come and display. So I had a problem. So when I traveled, I met Mr. Joy, and I explained to him what is in my mind. And he said, okay, let me come to Chennai and see. He came to Chennai. It was a 17-storied building with 3 basement car parks and 1,200 kilowatts of generator and HT power and high-end security and maintenance. He saw the building and 4 lifts and 3 elevators. And he said, okay, and let me think about it. Then after some time, I was also thinking, just a try. Then there was a call from him and he said, will you come down to Dubai? I came to Dubai. He has conducted a very big party and invited a lot of dignitaries and announced, I'm going to Chennai. We are opening our store in Chennai. He came down. And the Struner's work for him started because he's a designer himself, he's an architect himself. He doesn't allow anybody to put their ideas into it because he knows the jewelry in and out, jewelry trade. So he designed the store in such a way that it was like a Taj Mahal. And it was anybody's dream. And he worked for nearly 3 years to create the ambience and interiors. He brought chandeliers from all over the world. And it was something, in the 4th floor, he has created a diamond cave. So one can come and experience how they do diamond, how they find out from where it is, how they polish and cut the diamonds. It was just a beautiful idea of him to create a diamond cave. So it was an exhibition for children and college students and ladies to come and see how diamonds are cut and then polished. And I to tell you this, before the inauguration, we have printed a beautiful card. He personally put a team to go to every house, every dignitary, and invited them personally. And we also announced in Chennai with the local politicians and business people and everybody that Joy is coming and opening a store. It was a very big event. And on the day of inauguration, we invited that governor of Chennai to come and inaugurate the tower and as well as Joy Alukkas store. The road was completely jammed. For 3 hours, there was no traffic. No traffic was allowed. Such a huge crowd I have never seen in my life. They were thronging to come and see what is all about. In between them, I also seen some spies from the other stores coming in and seeing what is happening here. So it was a wonderful occasion, and the crowd never stopped until midnight. Thereon, it continued. Joy became a very successful jeweler in Chennai. People are today very happy to come and, do jewelry buying in a very comfortable atmosphere. He has also employed 400 loyal people as staff, trained them. They were all well-dressed, well-respected customers who are coming in. That is from the past, from the book somewhere I read. He mentions that he goes to a Rolls-Royce showroom and then he wanted to buy a car. And the salesman says, you want to buy this? Not here. You go to the next store where some other brand is there. So he gets irritated. He says, no, I want to buy this car. You want to buy this car? This is for only exhibition, and you have to order. No, I want to buy this. He was determined to take the car then and there. Then they have no other choice but to go and prepare the invoice and sell the car to him. And that idea, that irritation, make him to come back with a determination that I will take this. But as a businessman, his mind started working. What I will do with the Rolls Royce? It's not a show business for me. He announces a lucky draw for anybody from the shop. From the lucky draw, the winner will get the Rolls Royce. So the people started thronging his store and they started buying, the sales went up. See the brilliance of his ideas. And he has opened up shops everywhere. And he personally goes to every shop and inspects the staff and see their comforts and then the facilities and so many things. Okay. She says I'm talking too much. I'll wrap up. So this is the way one should learn how, when hard days, how to overcome your hard days, how to win over these hurdles. The book says in so many ways for upcoming entrepreneurs, people who want to start their businesses, in any businesses, when they read, they'll get inspired by this book. Very useful book, Mr. Joy, and I'm very happy that you had the idea of doing this book. Earlier you set up jewelry stores for the convenience of the people. Now you've written a book for all the inspiring youngsters to do business. They should lay their hands on this book and read through and get inspired by what Joy has done in his life. I wish Joy and his family all the very best. And all Prashant's fans and my fans will be buying one book and then they'll start reading and they'll get inspired. Thank you very much. I'm humble and honored to be here, part of this proud moment. I thank everyone for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you so very much, sir, and sincere apologies that I asked you to cut short. It is just that we have a limited time that has been allotted for the conduction of this event, and with his association, there are definitely going to be a lot more stories. And thank you so much for being here with us in Sharjah today and sharing your experiences. We now have the pleasure of requesting Ms. Laila Mohammed Suhail to join us on stage. She's been a part of the Dubai Shopping Festival and has already witnessed 28 DSFs. In 2015, she was awarded by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and the ruler of Dubai, with the Excellence Award for her unrivaled contribution to the citywide festivals industry in Dubai. She is currently the Chief Executive Officer of the Strategic Alliances and Partnership Sector. Welcome you, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Mr. Joy Alukkas and Mr. Joy Alukkas family, thank you so much for this opportunity. I would like to share with you that I had the opportunity to meet Mr. Joy back in 1996 with the launch of the Dubai Golden Jewelry Group, one of the most active sector representing group in Dubai and UAE. And from that day till today, I have been his, follower. I've been following all his achievements. He's been such an amazing contributor to all the government initiatives throughout the last 28 years. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank him for this amazing gift for the future generation of entrepreneurs. I'm sure the little John Paul will be telling the story of spreading joy throughout his academic career, inshallah. Thank you so much. And Mr. Ahmed Rakkad Al-Amri, congratulations on the success of the 42nd edition of this book fair. This event is an inspiration for everyone who's been attending it for the last 42 years, because whoever have picked a book and associated with it, it's a memory, a lifetime treasure. Mr. Joy, thank you so much, and congratulations once again on the launch of the Spreading Joy. Thank you.
Shukran, Laila. Well, she's asking me if she was too short of... well, that balances the time then for us. Thank you so much, ma'am, for doing it, I should say then. We're also very pleased to have with us Mr. Sachin Sharma, who's very special for a few of us here because he has that penchant to carry and pick great stories. Please put your hands together to welcome him on stage. He's the Associate Publisher of HarperCollins India Limited. And on behalf of Joy Alukkas and all of us, we would like to request him to tell us what made him pick this joyful story and as to how this journey has been.
Thank you, Ms. Sohail. You've just given me 2 extra minutes. Thank you, Madhu. Hello, everyone. My name is Sachin Sharma, and on behalf of HarperCollins India and Sharjah International Book Fair, I thank you all as we celebrate the publishing of our book, Spreading Joy. This evening, we've had the pleasure of listening to Mrs. Joy, Mary, Justin, Mr. Abdullah, Mr. Sivanandam, and Ms. Suhail. Each one of them talking about their experiences with Mr. Alukkas. On a slightly different note, as a publisher, I'll tell you about the genesis of Spreading Joy. So when this book proposal landed in my inbox for the first time, I did not even know that Joyalukkas is a brand named after an actual person. But the first few pages, for those in the know, and especially about the Rolls-Royce incident, caught my attention. As I read more, I knew this is a memoir that will resonate with all dreamers and doers. Interestingly, in the business of business books, we are clear about one thing. And I keep telling this to all aspiring authors and all my authors, that we don't publish business books. What we really publish is interesting human stories. These stories may not tell you the 7 secret steps to wealth or the 9 rules to master strategy. A reader ultimately derives his or her learnings by analyzing the protagonist. That, to me, is a great business book. Now, here's a little example. So if you were to learn about resilience, would you go and read a book titled 7 Steps to Resilience? Or would you just read about the story of a man whose business was taking off nicely, then the Gulf War breaks out, and he has to shut everything down, and he must return to India. When the war is over, he goes back to the UAE, re-establishes the business, and goes on to create history in jewelry retail. While I don't know what the numbers are in the UAE, but in the Indian subcontinent, there are more than 180,000 independent jewelry retailers. Most of them are in their 2nd or 3rd generation, managing mostly 1 or 2 jewelry stores. A strong reason to publish Spreading Joy was to tell readers how one can scale a business while keeping the most important person, the customer, at the center of everything. So, Spreading Joy, my friends, is an extraordinary tale of grit, resilience, and above all, a happy-go-lucky entrepreneurial spirit. This is a book that will inspire you to make your big leap in business and life. For those who haven't yet, please go and get your copy. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Sachin. We have a very special guest here with us today who's flown from the city of dreams, Mumbai. And she started her debut, her entry into the field of films when she was just 16, when she was just in school with Bekudi, and robbed the hearts of the audience and continues to do so even to this day. Her acting, of course, very, very popular, but her persona as well that we are all very, very fond of. The recipient of the prestigious Padma Shri Award from the Government of India. She's also an avid reader and known to have a huge collection of novels. And she's very popular for having been a reader even on sets when she gets those free hours. Instead of power napping, she says she prefers to read books. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our special guest for this evening, the celebration of the launch of the book Spreading Joy. Kajol Devgan on stage, please, as she arrives. From Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge to Kuch Kuch Hota Hai to being blindly in love and Fana and many more characters that we will always remember her for. Family-oriented movies that she's currently doing and an inspiration to many youngsters, not just in India but across the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, zordar taaliyan ho jaye Kajol Devgan ke liye. Hi, ma'am, and as she joins us this wonderful evening, we will also witness a special event of the evening, which is going to be the revealing of the book cover, Spreading Joy, and may I have the pleasure of requesting the company of Mr. Ahmad bin Rakad Al-Ameri, CEO of Sharjah Book Authority, to join us on stage, accompanied by Mr. Joy Alukkas, Jolly Ma'am, Mr. Ahmad Al-Ameri, and Mr. Ananta Padmanabhan, who is the CEO of HarperCollins India. As they join us on stage, I would like to request Mr. Ahmad Al-Ameri to do the honors. The ribbon will be presented to him, and I'll do this one. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The book cover reveal, Spreading Joy. The very caption tells us what it is all about, how Joy Alukkas became the world's favorite jeweler. Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmad Al-Ameri, for doing the honors and joining us this wonderful evening. It is a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. Can I also request Jolly Madam and Mr. Ananta Padmanabhan to kindly escort him off stage? We have a special video that is being played now, so if I could please request Kajol and Joy sir to take their seats. Lot of love. On a lighter note, we are told that not many book readers, but a few of them have come here just to see her this wonderful evening. So it's nice to have you here, ma'am. We have had a few speakers taking stage and letting us know what this wonderful evening is about and how they've been associated with Mr. Joy Alukkas. But they always say this big screen has a magic to it, no? So we have a special visual story that we present before you on the big screen, which takes us through the journey of Mr. Joy Alukkas and tells us a little more about him, a few acquaintances and friends from Kerala as well who are businessmen here in the UAE, and share with us what their relationship is with Mr. Joy Alukkas. Could we have the visual story being played on the big screen, please? Thank you.
Our next recipient is the chairman of Joy Alukkas, Joy Alukkas.
I am very happy that the autobiography of my friend, my brother, Joy Alukkas, is being released in the prestigious Sharjah International Book Fair.
I know Joy for a long time, over 3 decades, exactly 36 years. We came here together. So he wanted to be here for a couple of years and go back. That was the original plan, what I understood from him. But history has different ways in which they look at people, treat people, and they nurture people.
Joy Verghese Alukkas, born on October 29, 1956, to Puttasari Alukkas Joseph Verghese and Elia Verghese. He is the 11th among his parents' 15 offsprings. His father was his captain and his guide. Early on, Joy was involved in various facets of the Alukkas business, particularly the jewelry business. Work became Joy's only playground while growing up.
Joy is a friend to me, and he's a kind, nice man, very decisive. He is down to earth, and he is very fair when it comes to business.
So my journey with Mr. Joy Alukkas started back in 1996 when I was bringing together the Dubai Golden Jewelry Group. And from that time till today, I had such an amazing experiences with him throughout the journey.
Mr. Joy Alukkas is an industry leader. At De Beers, we've been working with him for very many decades, and we feel exceptionally proud to be partners of Joy Alukkas in a lot of their endeavors.
So I remember that I had met Joy by, almost 2 decades back. We were looking to launch Platinum in India.
Joy is my friend, and we also have a brotherly affection for each other since a long time. He is known for his hard work and honesty, which has earned Joy Alukkas Group the trust of customers all around the world.
Joy's life took a dramatic turn when he arrived in RAK during the summer of 1986. With only a handful of dirhams and 2 sets of clothing. Overcoming language barriers and unfamiliar laws, he persevered and dealt with the challenges head-on.
I still remember Joy initially having nobody else to help. But beyond that, it was all single-handed. And over the years, Joy came up and he started this great Joy Alukkas.
Joy Alukkas, as a leading jewelry brand of Dubai, has been contributing immensely in all the initiatives which has been launched by the government of Dubai.
If we happen to have some need of a help for people within our industry, he was among the people who come and put a hand to help.
Over so many years, I've seen him very closely. He's been a great leader and combines great professionalism, a future foresight, belief in his team, and a great sense of execution. He's not one of those chairmen who's not sitting just in a boardroom, but has a complete sense of what's happening on the ground. And that's what he brings uniquely on the table.
You know, he's a leader with great values. He's had the courage to dream big, the perseverance that goes with it, the humility. And that is for everyone to see as a leader within our industry.
From pioneering the concept of organized retailing, opening the world's largest jewelry showroom in Chennai, creating a brand par excellence through memorable campaigns, Joy's awe-inspiring journey led him to become the world's leading 22-carat jeweler.
And as far as my experience goes with Mr. Joyce, he's been an amazing leader who likes to give and share his knowledge and experience.
Joy as a person is very humble, down to earth, and he is so helpful. I know very well the family as they came 36 years back. Jolie, his wife, and John Paul, his son.
Welcoming store interiors and meticulously planned market expansion truly transformed his jewelry retail business into the world's favorite jeweler.
And I'm sure that today, when all of us will have a chance to read his autobiography, it's going to be a very inspirational read.
I think you have spread joy within our market as well. Sometimes it's in a tougher way, sometimes in a more wide way. But I really appreciate this step you have done, because on this book, I think you can see a lot about the history of Dubai, a lot about the history of the industry within our jewelry.
I think it's such an apt name because it's all about spreading joy. That's what the category is. Yes, it's his name, of course, but it is synonymous with the category. Jewelry is all about spreading joy. He is all about spreading joy.
Spreading joy will be an amazing treasure for all the future generations of entrepreneurs.
While all this was being done, the business being well, to the family getting together, he was spreading joy.
I'm sure his autobiography will be a great inspiration to all youngsters and entrepreneurs of this generation and the future generation.
For the very first time, we unveiled the riveting life story of a man who has left an indelible mark on the world.
I, for sure, am looking forward to opening the book and getting into it. So many, many congratulations and wishing you all the very best.
May God bless him. May God give him long life, many more years of happy, prosperous life.
I wish you all the best, and I wish our industry to have you and have the continuation of you within our industry.
So my heartfelt wishes, my great congratulations.
I wish the book Spreading Joy amazing success.
I wish this autobiography spreading joy, all success.
The book narrates an engrossing, compelling, and thought-provoking tale that'll capture your heart and mind. Putting the joy in Alukkas indeed. Spreading Joy, now available in English, Malayalam, and Arabic at leading bookstores and online platforms globally.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I know most of you have been eagerly waiting to listen to what she has to say. A round of applause as Kajol Devgan takes stage, and I would like to request her to share with us her experience of being associated with the brand Joy Alukkas primarily. I think it's been over 6 years now is what Joy sir was very proudly telling me the other day. Ma'am, can I please ask you to join us on stage?
Good evening, everyone. Hello, Sharjah. And yes, hello. Thank you so much for all that love. Namaskaram to everybody over here. I'm very, very happy to be here at the Sharjah Book Fair. And I thank Joyalukkas and especially Mr. Joy for inviting me for this amazing occasion that is so emotional, so heartfelt, and seems to be an emotional bonding moment rather than just a book launch. My journey with Joyalukkas is actually a little longer than 6 years. It's nearly 8 years long. In fact, I have very, very long-standing relations with a lot of my brands, but this is definitely one of the longest that I have had. And that really has to do with the kind of people that they have been, and supportive, creative, and really just been so nice to work with. throughout. Coming back to Mr. Joy, we have met a few times over the years, and every time, the one thing that has always humbled me has been that he's just so kind. He's so kind, and you can see that on his face, despite owning this, huge multi-million, dollar business. He's really, really been kind and humble and sweet. So, Mr. Joyalukkas, how can I say thank you so much for having me on this brand for so long, and it's been an absolutely wonderful, wonderful journey with you. To many more years ahead. I'd like to call on Mr. Joyalukkas to please come up on stage and join me here, because I have a few questions to ask him.
Kajol ma'am says she has a few questions to ask him, and sir was telling me a while ago that if you ask me questions, I'm going to be very nervous. Okay, please tell everybody to ask me simple questions, which is when I told him, sir, the association with Kajol has been so long that I'm sure it's not going to be tough questions that she will ask you, and it is going to be a heart-on-heart conversation. So all over to you.
Very good. Very good evening.
This one on? Yeah.
The questions, very thin questions.
They'll be small. They'll be small. Your answers can be long, but the questions will be small. No worries. My first question actually to you is that I've read a little bit of the book, and I love the title. I love the fact that, the title is Spreading Joy. And just a question that what do you think the book will bring, to the readers who pick up the book? What do you want them to take away from the book?
When this brand, for Joy Alukkas, people are thinking this is very easy to make. Actually, this is not easy. There is lot of up and down, lot of problems for in our business life. And finally I achieved. I learned a lot of things from Dubai. In Dubai, growth, Dubai experience. That is main reason. And in our employees, in our circumstance. Now we have almost 160 showrooms in 11 countries. That is my achievement. And I thought I would give some other people in our experience, what is Joy Alukkas, what is in our life's journey, then...
So that they can learn from it.
Yes.
So that's a lovely thought. That's really a lovely thought. But if I was a young man, if I was a young, 25-year-old, and I came to you, and I told you, I want to start my own store, I want to start my own jewelry brand, and I want to make a brand as big as Joyalukkas, what would your advice to me be?
My advice, anybody can, any business, any young boys, they can do this type of achievement. And mainly hard work and passion for the business or whatever their business or their activities, and hard work. This is the
So
success.
passion and hard work, you're saying. I can make do with passion and hard
And,
work. Good. I'm starting my jewelry business tomorrow.
I want to
It's a
speak.
plan.
I want to speak in my
Please do, please do.
Malayalam language, the better. then English. ഇനി ആർക്കും ഇങ്ങനൊരു സക്സസ് സ്റ്റോറി ആവാൻ സാധിക്കും. ഒരു പാഷൻ വേണം അതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള ഹാർഡ് വർക്ക് ഇതൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ആർക്കും ഇതുപോലെ സക്സസ് ആവാൻ സാധിക്കും. ഇതാണ് ഈ ബുക്കിൽ കൂടി ഞാൻ അവതരിപ്പിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്. എന്തായാലും ഈ ബുക്ക് ഇനിയുള്ള ഫ്യൂച്ചർ ജനറേഷൻ they want to read and they will get more for business tricks and business challenges and everything is there. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So like we said, like I told you, Mr. Joyalukkas proves it time and again that he's a very humble man. He still believes that it's only passion and hard work. He doesn't think that he did anything very extraordinary. But like we all know, that is not true at all. It is a very, very extraordinary story indeed. And I hope that all of you all, pick up a copy and please read it for yourself and see what all that passion and hard work can do for you and how it happens. So, thank you.
Thank you. And
സാറ് പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ മലയാളത്തിൽ ഞാൻ കുറെ സംസാരിക്കുക പോണ്, എവിടെ പോയി സ്പീച്ച് ഇല്ലേ?
ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് എനിക്ക് പറയാനുള്ളത്. ഈ ബുക്ക് എല്ലാവരും വാങ്ങുക, ഈ ബുക്ക് എല്ലാവരും വായിക്കണം. ഈ ബുക്കിൽ കൂടി എൻ്റെ ബിസിനസ് ലൈഫ്, എൻ്റെ പേഴ്സണൽ ലൈഫ് എല്ലാം ഇതിനകത്ത് എഴുതപ്പെട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇത് വായിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം എന്തുമാത്രം ഹാർഡ് വർക്കും എന്തുമാത്രം പെയിനും ഇതിനകത്തുണ്ടായിരുന്നു എന്നുള്ളത്. ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് എനിക്ക് പറയാനുള്ളത്. താങ്ക് യു ആൾ.
Thank you so much, Kajol ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. We have had the revealing of the book cover. Now we would like to actually display the books for you on stage, and accompanying Kajol ma'am and Joy sir on stage, may I please request Mr. Tawhid Abdullah, Mr. Tyagarajan Sivanandhan, and Mr. Ananta Padmanagan and Mr. Sachin Sharma to please join us on stage. Laila Suhail as well, ma'am. Please, if I can request you to join us.
Joy, I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy for you.
Hello. Hi.
Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet
very
you.
beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Joy, all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Laila ma'am, for being with us on stage.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Joy sir കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല, ഒരു 2 മിനിറ്റ് കൂടി. It's very rare that you have a superstar asking for an autograph from an entrepreneur, right? But Kajol ma'am insists that she wants to get a signature copy of the book today. So Joy sir, if you can please do the honors and spread some more joy today. I think he's writing a note also. He's not just doing his signature. He's actually like sending you a few words of love. Sir, എനിക്കും വേണം. I also want this signature copy. I'm gonna ask for one. All right, we come towards the end of it. We just want one photograph. Can I have all of you standing, please? All of you standing together. We'll have a selfie being taken up from stage. Joy sir loves to smile, and I'm going to ensure now this time he smiles, all the teeth are also visible. Thank you so very much. And Joy sir says he would like to thank all of you from the podium and express his joy as to how happy this day has been for him. Thank you so much, Kajol ma'am. I request you to be please seated.
I would like to thank Kajol, Almari, Tohid Abdullah, Tyagarajan, Laila Suhail, Ananda, Sachin, my family, my team, and the entire guests for coming. Happy reading and be inspired. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much, everyone. And if all of you are inspired by Kajol ma'am and want a signature copy of the book, you can buy the books. They're available here at Jashan Mal, stall number L1 and L2. You can buy your books in either English or Malayalam. Very soon it is going to be available in Arabic as well. Those of you, if you want to let your friends and family know about the books being available, they're available on Amazon, India, UAE, UK, USA, Singapore, and prominent bookstores across India and GCC. Thank you so much for your time. We will have the press interaction taking place for the next few minutes, after which Mr. Joy Alukkas is going to be here. ഒരു ചെറിയ പ്രസ് കോൺഫറൻസ് ഇപ്പോൾ നടക്കും. അതിനുശേഷം ജോയ് സർ ഇവിടെ തന്നെ ഉണ്ടാവും. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് നിങ്ങളുടെ ബുക്കിൽ സിഗ്നേച്ചറോ ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ സാറിൻ്റെ ഒക്കെ സംസാരിക്കാനുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ യു കൻ പ്ലീസ് ഡു സോ, പ്ലീസ് സ്റ്റേ ബാക്ക്. പിന്നെ റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യാണ്, മലയാളത്തിലും ബുക്സ് അവൈലബിൾ ആണ്. ജഷൻ മഹൽ ആൻഡ് ഓൾസോ stall number L1 and L2. You can pick your copies either in English or Malayalam. And Joy sir will join us in a bit after the press conference. You can get your signatured copies. Bookil sir's signature ne kuda ningalku oru memory ayi idinu edutholam. So you can buy the books from Jashan Mahal stall number L1 and L2 as well. Thank you so much for being here with us, ladies and gentlemen. Shukran, ellarkum nanni. Take care, keep smiling, and let's not forget, let's all try to bring joy to the world. Thank you so much. All right, just for your information, books are available in the ballroom as well. Jashan Mahal L1, L2 മാത്രമല്ല, books ഇവിടെയും കൂടി available ആണ്. So നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇവിടെ കൂടി വാങ്ങാം. You can buy it here. Like I said, Joy Alukkas is going to attend a press conference, after which he'll join us here. ഒരു 10-25 മിനിറ്റിൽ സർ ഇവിടെ തന്നെ വരും. So please do stay back. Thank you.